Hey there, Scrap and Ames fans. I'm back with another Plan with Ames video. A little late to start the week off, but hey, it's all good. So I, as usual, am using my Kaiser Craft planner, and here are my blank pages for this week we are now in. So what I just did there is go through and date all of the days, obviously Monday through to Sunday. The dates this week using the little date stickers that I brought in their sticker pack, and now I'm just using some of the Kaiser washi that comes in there. If you go back to the beginning, I think I did give a bit of a show at where these come from. They came in a booklet, DIY stickers or something it's called, from Kaiser Craft. They're designed for not just your planner but for everything, so I just brought it for the planner, coordinates well with the colours, so that's what I went with. And I always like to border my pages with some washi. This time I decided to mix it with the darker washi with some lighter decorative washi tape from my stash. I think they've got birds and leaves and just a bit funky stuff like that on it, just to add a pop of colour, to my planner pages. I just like to, I know it might sound crazy, but I like to create a bit of a border. With my planner, and the reason why I went back to this sort of style of creative planning, I call it, is to make it a little bit more fun to look at, you could say. So if the page is all, I think, a bit bright with, decorative bits and stuff like that, you're going to look at it and it's not going to look like, oh my God, another to-do list, even though it is a to-do list, but it just looks a bit funky. I enjoy it. It's a good way of getting my partner and my family to sort of stop and have a look at it, and we go from there. So as I said, I use my washi here to border around. Now I've used some thin gold washi there, you can see down one side. That's to divide up the page. So the major part, so the left-hand side, I guess, of each of the pages is for family stuff as such, and then this smaller half on the right-hand side, quarter, I guess you'd say, on the right-hand side is for me in regards to my scrappy stuff and my work stuff, so it doesn't clash too much with the family and they're like, the hell does this mean? Like, upload a video, what? So I know what it means as well. So I'm just going through now using, again, one of the Kaiser sheets that comes in that sticker book, and it's got things like party time, memo to do, appointment, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just going through firstly and popping in. I just had a look at the calendar that I have on my phone, as well as the calendar, our family wall calendar, which sometimes they match up as much as possible. At the moment we've got random bits and pieces coming through from school and stuff, so they get popped into one calendar or the other, and I try and match them up each week, but yeah. So I'm just going through, adding those labels in for birthdays this week, and appointments. And then down the bottom there in the notes section on that right-hand page, I've got, I think it says memo or to do or catch up or something like that. So I just go through, pop all those little sticker bits on, and then I'm just going to go through using my pens and writing down what each of those things mean. So, what was it? Yesterday, which was Monday, because as I said, it's a bit later in the week. We had a public holiday here. It was Canberra Day, so I popped that in there for Monday. We have a birthday on Wednesday. I have a visit from a person for work on Thursday, and then I have a physio appointment on Friday. So that's what you can see me jotting in there. The different colour pens represent who they're for. That's how organised I try and be, because there's so much going on at times in this family between my work and then all the kids back and forth, that I just divided up with the colours of correspond. What I'm doing down the bottom here, so what I do here is I've tried to set some goals. Now I didn't do them from February as well as I could have, but I did definitely do it for March when I filled in March's calendar at the beginning of the month. I also filled in at the front of my planner for each month. It's like, my goals for the month and a few other things. So that's what I'm jotting in there, some 3 key things each week I want to work on. For me, it's a personal thing, so self-care, exercise, whatever. And then the other one is like a overall to-do list. So I've chucked on there a couple of things that don't have a specific day to get done. It just needs to happen at some point. So I think, for example, I clean the oven, a tap needs to be fixed in one of the sinks, I think, and yeah, there's something else I can't remember. I don't usually try and put any more than 3 things down there, otherwise it gets a bit too overwhelming trying to fit it in with the rest of our busy week. So now I'm just going through. The pink pen represents family stuff, and I now go through and I write the word zone on each day at the bottom, because I do what's called zone cleaning. So I try and do 15 minutes a day on a specific area. This week, which is what I call my kids week, so my stepdaughter and my son are here this week, and then next week they go to their other parents. I don't do as much of the zone cleaning. I try to, but I don't make an emphasis of it, just because it is busy with them here in school, back and forth and all the rest of it. It's quieter in that other week. So yeah, so just going through, popping those things in. Now I'm going through, and I'm using stamps this week to really highlight different things. So that little car stamp is representing an event that might be on. So that one you can see there on the right is Balloon Spectacular on Saturday morning I'd like to go to, that's going on here in Canberra. There is, what was yesterday? I don't know, something else. And then there's something else on Sunday as well. Oh, swimming on Sunday. Sorry. So the blue pen is for anything to do with the kids. So any sports stuff, any friends, if they've got parties, school stuff, those sorts of things go in that colour. Purple is for the adults only, which sounds a bit odd in a planning video, isn't it? So I just go through, and they're things that only the adults can do. So like, as obviously I'm the only one that can do the physio appointment. And there's some tasks this week that need to be done that we can only really do, like check on certain stuff at school and things like that. Pink is, as I said, whole family. So that's why the zone cleaning is put into that, because everyone can do it. I have zones on a sheet on the wall near the kitchen so that everyone can see it each day. The kids know it's there. They know that Monday might be X, Y, and Z, so they can help with that and whatnot. So everything, I guess you could say, is quite organised in that everything in my house now, I decided at the beginning of the year would link. So my calendars all sort of match. I've got a digital one. I've got a paper copy. I now have a week-by-week planner. The zone cleaning sheet is up on the wall. Yeah, so everything is there. Everyone knows about it, so they know how it all works. Doesn't always make it smooth running. Don't let me give you that false sense of security. It can still be very, very hectic with kids in and out. As I said, we've got our two big ones are from separated previous relationships, so they go to their other parents on the other weeks and things like that. So yeah, but yeah, it is as organised as it can be, I think, and keeps us on track as to what's going on and when, and planning some time for us is a really big thing. I think it's really important for parents to make time for themselves if they can. So I have my self-care goals, but I also try and jot in, my partner and I will try and discuss doing things like, a date night, even if it's just ordering pizza in and watching a movie on Netflix or something like that. We try and do that as well. So it's really good to see ahead when you've got the calendar in front of you what weekend might be free to pop that in. Yeah. So that's just how it works. Now the little exclamation points, as I said, that column is for work and my scrappy stuff. So I usually try and go in and plan my week, my videos, my projects, my uploads, all as much in advance as possible to try and keep on top of them. Although of late that hasn't quite gone according to plan, but as I said, this week I'm trying to get that back up and running. And then obviously anything to do with my work. So I'm a teacher. I'm an early childhood teacher. I work from home in a family daycare environment, so I have to make sure all my paperwork's done every week and all those sorts of things. Anything I might be planning for the kids for work, I pop that in there to do as well. But that's just for me. So that column, everyone knows, is just mums. We don't need to worry about that. So, they don't have to do any programming or administration type stuff or upload a video. Even though I think my son would really like to do that. But anyway, so just going through and basically just jotting everything in. So first and foremost, as you can see, I've washi taped it a little bit, I've stamped, I've added everything in that I know needs to be done. I always check the previous week to make sure if there's something on there that needs to be done that didn't get done, I try and carry it over. It also gives me an idea of where I'm up to in my videos, like what number it is in the series and things like that. So I always go back through and check. And then I just finish up decorating. So these little hearts here are glitter hearts I punched out over the weekend using one of my heart punches. And I'm just going to go through and I just wanted to use them up. So I'm just adding them to add a bit of sparkle and a bit of fun to my planner page for the week. As I said, I just like creative planning. It's a good way to get people's family attention, I think. My diary sits open for everyone. And as I've said to them, it's not just mine, it's ours. It's just a bit eye-catching. It's a bit pretty looking and, why not? Some weeks I don't get as much done on being as pretty as you would have seen, but yeah. And it's a good way to use up some embellishments. My goal for this was to try and use some of my February Kitaholic Kits embellishments in this to try and use those up a little bit and kill that kit, which I kind of did. Not as much as I thought I would, but I did. So yeah, I am nearly at the end now. Basically, I think the video does cut out, but you'll see in the close-ups, here they are now. I just added a few more decorative pieces and some enamel dots, and that's it. So thanks for stopping by, and I will see you again shortly.